My boyfriend and I have known each other since childhood. Our families were close, and we shared various moments growing up. Everyone assumed that we would eventually end up together. However, now that we're both 32, we've never talked about marriage. I've always considered him my fiancé, and he has never rejected that title. I believed that getting married was just a matter of time. Despite the simplicity of our relationship, I felt content. We had been living together for some time, and life felt steady and secure. We recently planned a vacation together and arranged everything. One day, I received a hotel booking message that seemed a bit off. My laptop was at the office, but I needed to confirm the reservation details urgently. Since he was out, I borrowed his laptop. As I opened the laptop, social media conversations popped up automatically. The other person was a young girl, and although the conversation seemed ordinary, my inner suspicions started to grow. I struggled not to click into those messages, to resist searching for any evidence, but ultimately, I refrained. I started noticing his behavior more closely, and increasingly suspicious signs emerged. He often smiled while looking at his phone, and I was left clueless about what was making him smile. Sometimes, he would delete his browsing history. The day of our trip arrived, and he spent a lot of time on his phone. My unease escalated. On the third day, he suddenly claimed he was tired from driving and wanted to rest at the hotel. Understanding his fatigue, I decided to explore the area and plan some activities on my own. I left. However, a sudden wave of unease prompted me to return to the hotel. True enough, he wasn't in the room. Pretending to search for something, I checked the surveillance footage. Shortly after I left, he and a young woman left the hotel. I spotted her on the same floor. I waited by a shop next to the hotel, and sure enough, they returned, laughing and chatting, entering her room. My heart sank, and I felt like a fool. I packed my bags and decided to leave on my own. That night, he called multiple times, but I chose to ignore the calls. Once I had calmed down a bit, I used his laptop to message the girl under his identity, asking if he was with her. My actions startled the girl, and his calls suddenly ceased. He messaged me an apology. I immediately organized his belongings left in my place, and at the same time, sorted through my feelings for him. Our final contact was when he came to retrieve his things. I couldn't resist asking about his relationship with the girl, but his response was just an apology, with no further explanation. The fact that so many years of emotion could come to this felt unimaginable. The thought that maybe he never truly loved me lingered, and despite eventually overcoming anger, I was trapped in self-doubt. I don't know how long it will take to face everything. It's hard to sever ties after so many years of closeness. My envisioned future once had him, but now I'm unsure how to proceed. With the support of friends and their advice, I'm trying to move on and adapt to a life without him.